Right now, a chip brand on these dollar store shelves is tied to the FDA's most serious recall, the highest risk there is, and discount racks are exactly where older bags quietly linger. So before you grab one, you need to know which cheap bags are steals, which are traps, and which to flip over first. You'd be awesome if you subscribed and liked this video. Let's start with number 1, the Cheez-It Grab and Go Original at Dollar Tree, 3 ounces for $1.25. That same pouch runs $1.79 at Target and $1.99 at Kroger. So the discount store is actually undercutting the big names on the exact same snack, in the exact same wrapper. No exaggeration here, that's a genuine price beat. You already know these little squares. Crunchy, baked, made with real cheese, and sealed in a grab-and-go pouch that tucks right into a school lunchbox, or rides along in the glove box for one of those long clinic waits. No mess, no crumbs ground into the car seat, nothing you have to portion out at the counter. Toss a couple in a tote for a day at the ballpark with the grandkids, or keep one in your bag for when hunger sneaks up between errands. Shoppers and deal groups treat this one as a lunchbox staple, the kind of thing they'll grab 4 or 5 of on a good trip, so the grandkids always have something for the week, and you're not paying $2 a pouch to do it. That's the quiet math that adds up over a month of lunches. Here's the honest part though, and it matters. This is a 3-ounce snack pouch, not a party bag. Buy a whole stack for a cookout, and that per-ounce edge shrinks fast. For a single lunch, it's a steal. For a full table of hungry people, the little bags quietly add up, and a big box from the grocery store might win. So grab a handful for the week and call it a smart buy. That part's easy. But the next bag looks like the very same kind of steal, and it's quietly one of the biggest traps in the whole aisle. Number 2 is that single can of Pringles at Dollar Tree, 2.5 ounces for $1.25. Sounds fair, right? Do the math though. That works out to about 50 cents an ounce. Walk into a regular grocery store, and a full-size canister usually costs a little more up front, but a lot more chips for the money, which makes it cheaper by weight. That's the trap. The small price feels like the deal, but you're paying more per chip. Now, to be clear, these are the real thing. Same saddle-shaped crisps, same flavors you like, packed in that slim, resealable can that snaps shut so nothing goes stale in a small fridge or a carry-on. For a single person, or a small kitchen where a giant tube just goes stale before you finish it, that resealable can actually earn its keep. Shoppers and deal groups admit it themselves. They grab it for the deal, get home, do the math, and realize the big can was the smarter play all along. So here's the honest caveat. This little can only really wins in 2 spots. 1, you want built-in portion control, so you're not finishing a giant tube in one sitting. 2, you want a resealable travel size for a day flight or a glove box. Outside of that, for feeding the family, it's the wrong buy. Skip it as a value play. Trust me on this one, the number tells the story. But the next one's a southern favorite that's genuinely worth it. A bag people cross state lines for, if you know the one thing to check before it ever touches your cart. Number 3 is Zapp's kettle chips, sitting there at Dollar Tree for $1.25. The New Orleans brand people genuinely road trip across state lines to buy. Thick cut, kettle cooked, with that smoky, sweet and spicy crunch that tastes like it should cost 3 times the price. And normally, this is where I'd tell you to grab 2, but not blind. Here's why. Back in 2026, the FDA raised a recall on Zapp's and its sister brand Dirty all the way up to Class 1, the most serious level there is, the one that means a real health risk. The cause was possible salmonella from a seasoning that contained dry milk powder. It hit specific flavors with best by dates running from early to late August 2026, and it went out nationwide. Now, the voodoo flavor Dollar Tree usually carries wasn't on that recall list, so I'm not telling you every bag is dangerous. But here's the thing about discount shelves. They move slower, which means older date codes tend to sit around longer than they would at a big grocery chain. That's exactly where you want to slow down and look. So this is the honest move. Before it goes in your cart, flip the bag over. Check the flavor and check that best by date against the FDA's notice. If it matches anything on the list, put it right back. A stomach bug, or worse for someone with a milk allergy, is never worth saving $1.25. It takes 5 seconds, and it's the difference between a great cheap snack and a call to the doctor. For anyone in the house with a dairy allergy, that milk powder detail is the part to take seriously. Do that one check and you're fine. In the bag everybody's actually hunting for, it's waiting 2 stores over. Number 4 takes us over to Five Below, the full-size bag of Takis Fuego, the rolled chip kids have been obsessed with for years. Five Below is known for its $5 and under snack wall, so it stocks that big viral bag. But here's your pro tip. Dollar Tree carries Takis too, a 2-ounce bag for $1.25, or a party-sized 9.9-ounce bag for $3.75. So price the size you actually want against both stores first. If you've never had them, picture a tightly rolled corn tortilla chip, hit with chili and lime, cranked up to serious heat, and yes, the signature red dust that stains your fingertips. Shoppers say these are a permanent obsession. Lunchrooms, TikTok, all of it. And the restocks vanish quick, especially the limited imported flavors, which don't always come back once they're gone. But the caveat here is a real one, and it's about the heat, not the price. This is genuinely spicy. There have even been reports of it sending kids to the school nurse with sore stomachs. So if you've got a sensitive stomach, or you're buying for little ones with tender tummies, go easy and keep a cold drink within reach when you dig in. For older folks with a touchy stomach, or a grandkid who wants to look tough in front of friends, it's worth a gentle heads up before the bag gets opened. If your family loves the burn, grab the flavor you want while it's actually on the peg, because the imported ones disappear. But the next Five Below deal is where the hype quietly starts, costing you money, and I'll show you exactly how to spot it. Number 5 is still in that Five Below snack wall, the imported novelty bags. Think Bulldog fire noodle cups, or Calbee shrimp chips, the kind of fun stuff you can't just find anywhere. And they are fun. Those shrimp chips have that light, almost dissolvable crunch, and the fire noodle cups bring real heat with real flavor. But here's where I've got to be straight with you. Five Below prices a lot of this on trend, not on weight. Reviewers have flagged that some of its snacks aren't actually a deal once you line them up against a normal grocery run. Part of what you're paying for is the thrill of the hunt. Shoppers love the novelty. That's genuinely part of the fun, and I'm not knocking a little treat. But the same crowd will tell you they've paid a premium more than once, just for the TikTok factor and the cool packaging. So here's the honest caveat, and it's an easy habit. Check the sticker before you fall in love. A lot of these exact imports are cheaper by the multi-pack online, or at an Asian grocery if you've got one nearby. That's convenience and hype pricing, and it's fine for an occasional treat. Just don't mistake it for a grocery budget win. You're not doing anything wrong buying a treat. Just know the same bag, $2 cheaper somewhere else, tastes exactly the same going down. Grab one as a fun little splurge if it makes the kids' day. But don't stock your pantry from that wall thinking you're saving money, because the next bag is a store brand nobody respects, the kind most shoppers walk right past, that quietly beats a $4 name brand. Number 6 sends us to Family Dollar and its own snack label, Eats. The store pitches Eats as its answer to the national brands, and here's what makes it worth a look. Family Dollar tends to stock bigger, multi-serve bags than Dollar Tree does. You'll find things like a 5.5-ounce can of Pringles here versus that little 2.5-ounce can we talked about earlier. For a backyard barbecue, the bigger bag can genuinely beat Dollar Tree's tiny cans by weight. The Eats chips themselves are solid, everyday crunch. Nothing fancy, but a bag that actually feeds a table instead of one person at a desk. Now here's the real insider tip, and it's not luck or scarcity. Load up the Family Dollar Smart Coupons in their app before you go, then stack them on top of a snack sale. That's the lever that actually drops your price, not hurry, it's gone Friday. Clip, stack, save. That's the whole trick. One bigger bag with a coupon stacked on a sale can feed the whole backyard for less than 2 of those little Dollar Tree cans. And nobody's counting chips at a cookout. And the honest caveat? Eats is fine, not spectacular. The flavor runs a little thinner than the name brand you're used to, and the store brand dips tend to underwhelm, so buy the chips and skip the dip. Spend your dip money where it counts. Do that, stack the coupon, walk out ahead. That's smart shopping. But the single best bag we tested is back at Dollar Tree, and it's the one most shoppers walk right past on their way to the register. Which brings us to number 7, the one to actually throw in your bag. Back at Dollar Tree, El Sabroso tortilla chips, a full 5 ounces for $1.25. That's a real per ounce win over the $3 and $4 bags at the grocery store. And right beside it, the Home Style Select Dip, also $1.25, versus $4 and up for a name brand tub of the very same thing. This is a bigger, bolder bag. The guaca chip flavor is actually made with real avocado, so you get genuine seasoning and a crunch that serves a party, not just a pocket. Set that bowl out at a summer BBQ and it disappears. Real crunch, real flavor, the kind of chip people reach back for twice without realizing it cost you pocket change. Pair it with that cheap dip, and you've got a whole snack table for $2.50. Shoppers in cookout and deal roundups keep naming these tortilla bags the sleeper value of the whole snack aisle, the thing people are almost surprised to find at that price. Here's the honest note, and it's a small one. Stock and flavors swing store to store, and the best ones sell through quick, so don't be shocked if your shelf looks picked over. And while the chips are the win, the store brand dips are genuinely hit or miss, so taste test one before you commit to a whole lineup for a party. But this is the bag I'd put in my own cart without blinking, because that's the whole game today. The same shelf that hides the shrunken traps also hides the real steal. You just have to know to reach past eye level to find it. So not every cheap bag earns a spot in your cart. A couple are shrunken traps, and one needs a date code check. But the real steals, the Cheez-Its, the 5-ounce kettle bags, the big Takis priced right, are worth the trip. Grab the wins, skip the traps, always check the code. Now go shop smart.